Chamocha Adonai, Mi Chamocha neder v'kodesh, Lo dati lo l'sefer Adonai lo l'olam va'ed. The Jewish people have been enslaved for 200 years. And when finally freed by Pharaoh, came to the sea where they thought it was the end, how could they go forward? And they looked behind and saw the armies and chariots of Pharaoh pursuing them. Surely they would drown in the sea. With their faith, they placed their feet into the water, not knowing what would happen. And the sea of separation parted for them. And they crossed the sea. And behind them, Pharaoh and his chariots and the armies drowned in that sea. And the Hebrews celebrated. They looked up and they saw the Lord weeping. And the Midrash says that the Hebrews turned to the Lord and they said, "Why are you weeping when your children, the freed slaves, are now free?" And the Lord turned to the Hebrews and said, "How could you celebrate when my children, the Egyptians, have just drowned?" You know, Martin Luther King taught a principle that is so profound that it's hard for all of us to absorb, but it needs repeating. He knew that black Americans could never be truly free until racist America were redeemed from their racism. And it's a principle that the Dalai Lama teaches, that Tibetans can never be free until the Chinese are redeemed. And Thich Nhat Hanh taught it. And every Israeli knows the same principle, that they can never be free until also the Palestinians are also redeemed from that which oppresses them. And it was Moses, and he looks up when he crossed the sea. And the Midrash says that these words that are in the book of Exodus were really not chanted by him or by Miriam, but were really chanted by Pharaoh. That in that one moment when Pharaoh had lost his son and his armies, redemption came. Redemption came to racist America, to the Chinese, to the Palestinians, to anybody that would hurt another person. And Moses looked up at his brother, his stepbrother Pharaoh, sang these words. Adonai Eloh l'olam va'ed. And the Jewish people wandered in the desert for 40 years. And it's unbelievable, but just a little over 40 years ago, we lost the Moses of our day. We lost Martin Luther King in physical body, but not his soul. And we've been wandering in the desert for 40 years. And tomorrow on Inauguration Day, we take a step into that promised land. America will be redeemed tomorrow, as each of us needs to be redeemed in our heart from the hatred we carry against others. And maybe it's a little too early to sing this, but maybe for one moment, you can indulge me, because racism is not over. And anti-Semitism is not over. And sexism is not over. And homophobia is not over. But we have come to a place where for just one moment can we sing these words together. Not we shall overcome, but for just a moment, let's dream together right now and sing.